Hello designers, makers, friends. I wanted to record this video to go over a few of my favorite Chrome extensions. Gosh, these are some extensions I just can't live without because of some of the problems they solve for me. So I'm just gonna work from left to right here. The first one right out the gate is password management. This is an app called LastPass. LastPass has saved my life like you wouldn't be able to imagine. You can go to the Chrome store and just look it up. I think they have a free tier. I mean, at least that's what I've been using. And you can really, this probably has way too much of my information, but all you have to do is remember your LastPass password, and then use that to store passwords. And once you install this Chrome extension, every new form that you fill out, like for, I don't know, web payment or whatever, or sign in or creating a new account, or for every email that you need to store, LastPass can remember that for you. So I know that people use either LastPass or another one called OneKey or OneKeyPass or something like that. OneKeyPass. I'm not sure what. Yeah, OnePassword. OnePassword is the other one I think that people use. The second one here is called AdBlock. AdBlockPlus is amazing. Like if you use AdBlockPlus, and you're watching a YouTube video, you won't see any ads. So let's go to a, I don't know, late night show. If I play this video here, it will block all the ads, and you can see how many ads are being blocked on this page. And I know that my YouTube page looks kind of funny anyway, and I can explain a little bit more about why that is. But before I do that, my next extension is called Wiki Wand. So Wiki Wand is amazing because it'll take every Wikipedia page and just like spruce it up a little bit. So let's say I go to Wikipedia and I'm interested in Kendrick Lamar. Boom. So this is Wikipedia as you've never experienced it. It's actually got like a usable side nav here where it can jump from section to section. It's just laid out much more consumable fashion, and it's just much more visually appealing. And I don't know if you use Wikipedia a lot, this is a Chrome extension of mine that I've enjoyed using a lot too. This next one is called Eyedropper. I actually haven't used this too much recently because I don't have to really. I think what I'll do instead of using this, I don't know. I guess I can hover over the web page. Yeah, now I have that purple from Wiki Wand. Instead of doing that, I'll just do Command Shift C and pop open the Chrome extension, Chrome Developer Tools, and just go over to a specific button element or something and find the background color for that, like that. But if you don't want to do that, I guess you could use this Eyedropper Chrome extension. I'm moving a little fast, but I wanted to get through all of these. So the next one is called Video Blocker, and I think you guys noticed that my YouTube looks kind of weird. My YouTube homepage doesn't have any videos, and the reason for that is because I need to stay productive. So, and I can't be watching YouTube videos at work because that's just not productive for me. So this Chrome extension helps me stay on track, and it just essentially you can like block a whole bunch of specific things probably, but specifically it helps me to, I guess I have two of these. So either Video Blocker or block the YouTube feed helps me block the YouTube feed literally. So if I'm on YouTube, instead of being pummeled with all these recommendations, and I have a bunch of subscriptions here on the left, instead of doing that, I will just rely on my mind, and like if I actually want to look up a video, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see what else. Okay, the next one is Day Counter New Tab Page. So for every new tab in my browser, I have like a day counter, and I don't know, this is always like fun for me to count down like number of days before Brent and Bridget get married, etc. I should probably hide that. But the basic premise is, you have a date in mind. Maybe it's Thanksgiving, maybe it's the end of the year, maybe it's a deadline for, a milestone for a project or whatever, the day counter new tab page is really helpful, and it helps me just stay on track of stuff. The next one is Pocket. Pocket is great because it's a article clipper. So if I'm reading an article from New York Times and I read this commander-in-chief, blah, 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 and I want to save this to Pocket, I can do that. And sometimes it'll actually bypass the paywall and still grab the content of this article and help me read it regardless. So highly encourage you to check out Pocket. Newsfeed Eradicator for Facebook. Kind of in similar fashion, this extension eliminates the newsfeed articles or newsfeed in Facebook, and similar to the YouTube feed Eradicator, this one helps me, I'm not going to be on Facebook scrolling through other people's posts. If I'm on Facebook, I can create a post or I can engage with people through the search. So that's the point of that. The next one's called full page screen capture. Full page screen capture, if you hit full page screen capture on any page, it'll take actually a full page screen capture. It'll take screen captures and it'll stitch them together. So if you have to say scroll to get this picture and then scroll to get this picture, it'll splice all those pictures together for you. And then you can download this as a PNG or a PDF. It's really, really helpful for taking a lot of screenshots, and at least as a designer, I often find myself screenshotting a bunch of the current state and then putting it into Sketch, reorganizing it in order to redesign it. So Dark Reader. Dark Reader is, again, one of my favorite things for dark mode because of the accessibility benefits, is reading articles with a black background as opposed to a white background. So that's kind of what it looks like if I go to City Lab and then I want to just take all the white and turn it into black. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't do so well, but at least on City Lab, it looks like it's doing okay. So if you're up late at night and you're still on the computer like me sometimes, that might go work for you. I'm going to skip Webflow because I'll talk about that in probably a different video. Already talked about this, already talked about blocking YouTube feed. I want to talk about Just Read. This is a Chrome extension my wife showed me, but basically you hit it and it takes an existing article and just makes the text bigger and centers it, so you're not freaking fighting whatever font they're using, and it just puts it in a much more legible format. So that's called Just Read, and it's like a toggle, so that's the nice thing about it too. This one, Web Scraper. Web Scraper is really powerful for scraping content off of the website. So once you install this Chrome extension, you'll get a tab inside your Chrome developer tools, which you can open using Command-Option-I on Mac. So Command-Option-I opens and closes the Chrome developer tools. And what I've done with this is actually scrape restaurant websites. So let's say I'm going to this restaurant website and I want to scrape all of its menu items. So I want to be able to redesign this website or whatever. So I'll open up Chrome Developer Tools, go to Web Scraper, and then create a new sitemap, and then put in the name of this URL, and then create a sitemap, and essentially it'll scrape. I can pick the elements on the website and essentially capture each of them and put it into a CSV format. That'll probably warrant its own video. Don't Track Me Google. So what Don't Track Me Google does is it takes existing Google links in let's say I'm using Google search, and basically actually this picture probably covers it. So a search result before for Googling on Google using Google, they have all these weird embedded things, and they're really trying to creep on you and track all your history and stuff. But basically, if you don't want to give Google more of your data, use this Chrome extension. And the last one that I'll go over is called inbox when ready. So I'll just show you my inbox right now. Basically, every single time I go to my inbox, it's empty unless I hit show inbox. So that's called inbox when ready. And that way, and it also forces me to wait a few seconds. So I really have to think, okay, do I really need to use my inbox right now on my desktop, or is there something else that I should be doing? And you can set all sorts of, I guess, controls and timing and things like that for using this. And I believe there's a paid version, but the free version, all it does is it appends like it appends their logo and stuff in your email signature if you're sending a new email. But you can remove that. So anyway, that was my rundown of my favorite Chrome extension tools. I would love to know what you guys use to be more productive and to get stuff done. Leave a comment below or feel free to message me. Thanks.